DistroKid now has a new audio swap feature. This is really interesting, and I think, if anything, a big sign of how things are changing when it comes to releasing music. So I have this pulled up right now, as you can see, and sum it up. With audio swap, you can update the audio for an existing release while keeping your stats, playlist placements, splits, and original metadata the exact same. So the idea is you already released a song or an album, an EP, whatever. It's out there on all these stores. Unless you want to make a minor tweak to it, you can keep it there. You don't have to delete it or take it down or anything, and just replace it with a different audio file. There are limitations though. So you can see here, if the new audio file sounds too different from the original, streaming services will treat it as a new song and it will not be eligible for audio swap. So an example they use of situations where you can swap the audio, if let's say you fixed a minor issue, like a click or pop removal, de-essing, etc. If let's say you made mastering tweaks, volume balancing, noise reduction, etc., you can do this. So it seemed like there's a spectrum where as long as it's not too different from the original, you should, I'm going to stress, should be okay. Because these are situations where you can't swap it. Like say you're uploading a remix, alternate version, or a new recording. You've changed the structure. Let's say a new intro, extended outro, etc. Or, lastly, as an example, you've made production changes that alter the song. So you add in new instruments, changing vocal effects, and more. A couple things I will say about this. One, I do like this idea. So I might as well say that. I think this is a great idea. Two, this is only for ultimate users of DistroKid, meaning you have to have the highest tier on DistroKid in order to do this. And three, I feel like this is a big sign of not necessarily what's to come in terms of everything changing, but how stores are being a little bit different now. You know, the first time I actually heard about an audio swap, I think it was a year, 2 years ago actually, for Skrillex's album, Quest for Bass, or was it Quest for Fire? I think Quest for Fire. I think Quest for Bass was the excellent sound pack they made based off it. I think it was Quest for Fire. And I remember on Reddit, a lot of people were saying, like, wait a minute. This one song on Skrillex's album sounds different than when he first uploaded it. Like, the master sounds different. And that was the first time I heard about this potential concept through some, services that are kind of allowing some musicians to keep everything uploaded. Everything stays the same. As I showed you here, the metadata, the playlist spots, like say if you're in a given playlist, stream counts, etc., and you just can replace it if let's say you want a better master or you want to touch something up in a very light way. And I think maybe back in the day, like say a year or 2 years ago, maybe this was only for big musicians like Skrillex, and now it seems like pretty much anybody, as long as you have a DistroKid account, or maybe this is going to be rolled out to other stores or streaming services, or other, music distribution services, you can now do this. And I got to be honest, I think this is a good idea, right? Because we've all been there probably, and this happened to me. I upload a song, I release it, and I'm like, boom, this sounds great. But for whatever reason, the way technology is, the way technology works, I listened to it again on Spotify, and I'm like, wait, that one little piece at the end, I don't know if it was the way I uploaded it. Maybe I just missed it because I'm human. You never know. There's a weird or a weird pop or click or something near the end. I'm like, shoot. Now I'm not going to not hear that. Sounds like nails on a chalkboard. And it's happened to me where I've had to delete the release, re-upload it because I'm like, hey, I don't want there to be, even if it's like a minor click or pop or minor something like that at one part in the song, it's just going to bug me. It's going to bother me, and I have to just delete the release, re-upload it with it fixed. So this is a great feature, and I think there is, a lot of pros and cons on both sides. But I think the big thing for a lot of stores that are doing this, as I demonstrated to you, is there definitely is a spectrum. There's definitely a spectrum where it's like, okay, as long as it sounds close enough to the original, or pretty much matches the original, almost exactly in terms of song structure, but there's no new elements, like I said, no new instruments, no new vocal effects. It's more just a touch-up on the master, a minor tweak on something. You should be okay. But obviously, like I said, there is a point that, say, if it's too different, they'll reject it. And that makes sense. Obviously, let's say you're listening to a song on Spotify, you love it, you go back the next day to listen to it, and then you're like, wait a minute, this is not the same song at all. Or where did this saxophone come from? There wasn't a saxophone yesterday when I listened to this. But overall, I gotta say, this is a great feature for all the musicians out there that, like, say, have been releasing stuff on DistroKid. And, like, say, for whatever reason, something happens where you go to release again, or excuse me, you go to listen to your song after releasing it, and you're like, wait a minute, something doesn't sound good. Or, like, say, you want to remaster another one of your songs in a different way, you can easily use this auto swap feature.